thing that I don't understand about the immigration issue is that people on the left, and let's face it, Great Britain is kind of, it leans to the left, and so thought-wise, there's not a lot of common sense there. But it doesn't matter what entity you're talking about, whether it's a workplace or a town or an entire country. When new people come in, there is that kind of a period in which that person has to acclimate to, let's say it's a business, and maybe they're coming in for the first time. If they're young, their acclimation process is much faster because they don't have anything to compare it to. So they very quickly assimilate into the business culture. And if the business culture is one of, excess and waste and it's not a good place, then the next place they go to work, they have a difficulty in assimilating to that new environment, which might be very much geared towards effectiveness, cost cutting, shareholder value. So it might not be a good match, and they have to make a Herculean effort on their own part to assimilate to this new culture. They have to change their mind about a lot of different ways of operating. It's the same thing when you're bringing people into a country, only the difference here is we know that certain cultures really assimilate well to America. European countries send fantastic immigrants. Their immigrants usually come here and assimilate almost seamlessly. It's a direct match, like two Legos that are made to fit together. But people who come from Islamist countries do not naturally assimilate well. They have to be brought in small numbers, and they have to be retrained, and it's a Herculean effort for them. But if they want to be Americans, they can. But if we give away immigration the way the UK has, basically just open the floodgates, any person can come in, that means people will come in who don't really want to be Great Britons. They just want to live there. They want to, they want to rape all the girls who live there. They can have any thought they want, and it's never challenged. This is the great educational effort of our time that we need to undergo, not just with Europe, but here in the United States to a certain extent as well.
Right, and one of the dynamics in England is the R word, is the racism word. So anytime a white person who's British background says, hey, we need to do something to address this lack of full integration of the Muslims, the immediate accusation, oh, well, must be a racist. That one word has had an enormous suffocating effect from people who want to bring about effective assimilation by persons from Pakistan and Syria and so forth. So, yeah, and a lot of these are lessons that we need to pay attention to in the U.S. because things are not nearly as bad as in England, but we are dealing with some of these very same problems right now.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.